The geography PGCE at Brighton is very relevant to what you'll be doing in the classroom. I think it's very current. I ensure that I work really closely with mentors to make sure that we have a really good communication and a community set up so that you feel supported at all times. I also work with mentors to identify areas where they need help with support in the curriculum. So I try to produce a newsletter once a term where I look at current geography ideas that they can use in their teaching, but I also share this with the trainees as well so that they have extra resources through the newsletter. After you have left the University of Brighton and become an NQT, I still try to keep in touch with you as much as I can and as much as you need. And if there are any needs that you identify throughout your NQT year, I'm still here to support you. In the 3 weeks prior to you starting your placement, I will ensure that you are prepared for your first few weeks of teaching. We make sure you understand how children learn geographically, how to plan lessons, how to analyse and evaluate your lessons, how to think about all the different aspects that are going on within the classroom. I will ensure by the time you start your first placement, you'll be confident about what you're going to teach and how you're going to teach it. I come from a teaching background and I've been teaching for 24 years in secondary schools across Sussex. So my take on teaching geography is that you need to know the theory, but I will also make sure it has a practical application for everything you do. So we try to make sure you understand how students learn, but then how you apply that through different geography ideas. We look at all sorts of a range of teaching through literacy and numeracy, but also trying to look at what practical applications that you can use in the classroom. I get in experts from their field, so we'll have a session from Alan Kinder from the GA, who's the president, and he will talk to you about how the curriculum was designed between the GA and the government. He also talks about various things to do with assessment. We also have 2 sessions for GIS, Geographical Information Systems, and how to teach GIS to students, one from the Ordnance Survey and one from Jason Swale, who's from Esri. We have a field trip at the very beginning of the course where we go to Somerset, and that's a weekend where we try to get to know each other. Everybody works as a team and you get to understand about how to run a field trip from Key Stage 3 through to Key Stage 5. All the people that work with you and are part of the sessions will have a geography background. Some of them will have geography degrees. Many of them will have taught geography in secondary schools and have an up-to-date and current knowledge of teaching geography in secondary schools. Throughout your placements, you can expect to be fully supported by everybody who's involved in those placements, and the university will ensure that those placements meet your needs, and also any requests that we will try to meet those requests as well. And there's a variety of schools, from small schools to large schools, private schools, schools with sixth form, schools without sixth form, and schools with larger SEN units.